right, so it's time for us to take a look at what's trending before we finish up the first hour of News Center.
All right,
what's
Betty.
up, girl?
How are you?
I'm good.
Let's just do this. We're going to talk about the Jubilee press
I thought
conference.
something, what's trending would be Christmas something. Nothing?
Probably next week. We'll see. I mean, I played for us a Christmas video last week and Betty did not even laugh. And I thought it was the most hilarious Mr. Bean video in a while.
Mr. Bean stopped being funny when I turned, was it 17? Yeah. That was a long time ago. 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Moving on.
Let's jump straight into this, right? Let's refresh our memory. During the Jamhuri Day celebrations, President Uhuru Kenyatta said that, it's time that Kenya should start thinking about leaving the ICC. So later on, CORD leaders came out and then kind of challenged that notion. And thereafter, Jubilee, to be more specific, Duale yesterday came out and then challenged CORD's issue on that. And the whole point is that Kenyans were really a bit more annoyed at the fact that how fast Jubilee is able to respond to ICC cases. Yet when it comes to serious issues such as the doctor strike and the nurses strike that we are seeing, they're a bit more quiet and hesitant, all right? Let's take a look at what some of you guys have been saying in regards to that. Take a look at this, what
Calling
Charles
a presser to respond to Raila Odinga instead of addressing pressing issues like the doctor strike, health crisis in Kenya. Yeah, that's for sure.
Health crisis Kenya, one of the biggest topics.
Because actually, they took so long before they responded concretely to the doctor's strike.
There you go. And that is why that same notion is being shared by also Dan Mwangi.
Why do we Kenyans get so duped every time by politicians? Neither Jubilee nor CORD will salvage us from this menace.
Now, that's the other topic over the other conversation. We get so mad about Jubilee and CORD. Well, we
vote them right back in.
We vote them right back in instead of also talking about issues that matter to us, yeah? Raw has a point over here. The government...
Yeah, he says the government responds to Raila Odinga faster than they respond to the doctors and nurses strike.
There you go. So that's the conversation behind that hashtag Jubilee versus Raila, all right? Of course, there are other conversations around it, but, we've got to be careful with what tweets we choose, all right? So now that's the whole idea behind it.
Careful.
What are your thoughts? Are we concentrating more on the ICC and not what's happening back here at home?
We're concentrating on anything else other than the most important thing
that we should be concentrating on. All right, away from Jubilee versus Raila, now United Nations fired Wonder Woman, all right? This is none other than Linda Carter. Linda Carter plays Superwoman in some of the movies.
You're kidding me. Wonder Woman, you mean? Not Superwoman.
Not Superwoman.
Wonder Woman.
Not Superwoman.
You said Superwoman.
I said Superwoman.
Yes.
All right. I meant Wonder Woman. I'm sorry.
No,
she
why?
plays Wonder Woman, all right, in the movies. This is Linda, and she's also Linda Carter represented Wonder Woman in the United Nations as the role that she was supposed to play, right? Now that role was started in October of this year, so it has only lasted 2 months, and now she's out. But this is why. If you could just have the next.
Yeah, I'm wondering
You're waiting for why that part, yeah. This is why Wonder Woman has lost her role as honorary to the United Nations, all right? Because apparently of her sexual demeanor, all right? The clothes are too tight, she has an enlarged bust, etc. Now, that kind of got fired.
But wait, hasn't she been like this for the last how many years?
Exactly, Betty. So when United Nations was choosing who to represent women and girls when it comes to female empowerment under the Sustainable Development Goals that is there to also empower women and girls, when they were thinking of which character, they should have looked at all those things, all right? But get this, when they say that one of the reasons that they fired Wonder Woman was because of her skimpy costume and enlarged bust, as you can see, they said it's because of that and the fact that she is white, because in real life Wonder Woman's ethnicity is not predominantly white. She is a mixed race, all right? Now the other conversation coming in is that, all right, so what women wear is more important than women's ability. All right, that's the conversation also that people are really sparked about after the United Nations fired Wonder Woman, all right? So it's more important what women wear than what abilities and skills that they are bringing to the table. Now, this whole aspect made very many young girls happy because they brought little girls to the United Nations Forum during that time, and they were dressed as Wonder Woman, and it was a very exciting moment. And like I told you, this role was supposed to be there because now that she's been fired, was supposed to be there to empower women and girls under the Sustainable Development Goals. All right.
Yani, So what we wear is more important than what is in our head.
There you go. That's
How is that even possible?
There you go. So we'll see whether they'll bring back someone else or a different role, a different character. Because at the end of the day, the whole point of it is actually important, you know, to have someone who's representing women empowerment. All right. Away from why the United Nations fired Wonder Woman, now let's talk to you about this little girl. I don't know if you've seen her or you remember her.
Is she a Wonder Woman?
No, she's not Wonder Woman, Betty. She goes by the name Emanuela, and she is only 6 years old. She is a comedian.
Oh.
And she is the latest, or rather the most funniest person in Nigeria. All right?
Oh, person or child?
This is a child.
No, but so the whole of Nigeria, she is the funniest human being there.
As of now, yes, because that's how CNN has crowned her, right? Okay. She just won 2 awards in Sydney, Australia, all right? And on top of that, her videos are able to rank up 2.5 million views on YouTube.
Wow.
If we could have one of her videos.
Oh, we have a video?
We have a video of what she's able to do, and I'm sure you've seen it. Take a look at this video.